Power Crush, back with another review, and this time it is for Sistas on BET. If you haven't already, please hit my subscribe button down at the bottom. Thank you so very much, and I want to get right into this review because this was an okay episode, and I'm going to go over all the things that I wrote down. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, let's go. Okay, so the episode opens up with Aaron's proposal to Karen, and I thought it was really cute. They did a little montage, flashback of, when they met, and we saw them meet at I don't remember this. Do y'all remember that? They met at a grocery store, and he told her that his wife had been cheating on him, and he took his anger out on her, and he was apologizing. I don't remember none of this. What episode was that? If y'all know, let me know in the comments, because I probably want to go back and really see that happened, or is that something that they just making up? It's given they just making it up, but we'll take that. We'll take that little cute history on them. And it made me think, you know what, that's probably why he fell in love with her quick, if they really did meet that way, because I know she read him the riot act. If he came at her wrong, I know she cussed him out. And gotta argue with him because a man love a toxic one. That's what Cardi B said. So I believe it. So I believe he saw her hot side, and it made him hot on the inside, and that's what made him come out and apologize, and that's what made them start talking or whatever. Now look at them, they're engaged. How many of y'all believe her? I think Karen is on autopilot or something. Like, she's just doing whatever she thinks she should be doing right now, but I don't think she knows what to do. And this is all she come up with is, I need to leave. I don't need to be here anymore. I don't need to be in this apartment. I agree she needed to leave apartments. I feel like when you go from one relationship to another one, you probably should change your environment. If that is at all possible, I feel like you should. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. But I don't think she should be leaving the state, leaving her business, leaving her friends, her family. Everything she knows is in Atlanta. So it makes no sense to me to go all the way to Seattle. Seattle of all places, like, yeah, you on some manics, girl. You're being manic right now. It's giving bipolar disorder. I don't know, but he went and found him a job out there, so it's not like they're gonna be out there broke, because he's got a job, and yeah, there's that. So that was just different, but I thought it was cute. He proposed and gave her a ring, and the ring's pretty and everything, but I just don't believe she's in love with him like that. I do not believe it for one moment. I don't believe it. Okay, and then we see Damani really trying to convince Sabrina that he wants her to get rid of these embryos. And I don't know, it just seems like to me, if you donate your sperm, you are pretty much saying, I don't care what you do with this sperm after I give it to you. I don't know what state would give him a right over the embryos after he's donated his sperm. I don't know any state. If you guys know any state that would give a man dominion over embryos that were conceived through in vitro fertilization, please let me know. She's a single woman. And he offered, she didn't even ask this man, he offered to give his sperm. He wanted to give his sperm. So I don't know what court of law or what jurisdiction, but I don't know how he could even have it. Like I said, I don't think those are his embryos. Those are hers. And she paid for them. So at the beginning, what he should have led with, first, Sabrina, I need you to come and get your money back from me. I need you to come and get this $20,000 that I know you spent on your in vitro, because I need you to do it all over again with somebody else. I need you to do that whole process that you did. I know it was successful. I appreciate it, but I'm not able to, I don't really want to move forward with you having these babies of mine. If you don't mind, would you please just take this refund? In fact, I'm going to give you an extra $5,000 so you can go on vacation. Yeah, here go $20,000 for your in vitro. Here go another $5,000 for your vacation, because I know this is going to be hard, putting your embryos down. You know, so I don't want to take away from that, and I don't want to be selfish. So here you go, $25,000, Sabrina. I know you need some time to think about it. Let me give you a couple of days to think about it, and then get back with me. I mean, I know it's hard, but and if you think about it like this, Sabrina, you could probably make babies with somebody that you love. You know, while you know think about doing the in vitro in the future. So yeah, let me give you a couple of days to that's what he should have done. That's how he should have led his quest. Not coming in demanding, talking about they my babies too. Since when? I told you I didn't want you raising these babies with me, and I told you I was doing this by myself. You offered your sperm, sir. Yeah, he probably would have got slapped through the phone like, let me let you know right now, you've got no win. There's no win for you here. Sorry you made this decision. You were probably lusting for me and made a hasty decision. I have nothing to do with that now, sir. Get away from me. That, like, get off of my phone. Like, I would definitely be clowning him. Like, bro, what do you... I wish I would get rid of my embryos and you ain't offered to give me a penny for my trouble. No. And I had to shoot myself with a needle. Is you crazy? No. Absolutely not, sir. So yeah, I would definitely have to see him in court. But we're going to see how that goes. And then we see Danny. She gets a call from the officer. And he's really pressing her to go out. And apparently they texted all night, the night before, like, this is not the same officer that's trying to get in Andy, is it? Can y'all answer that for me? I think it's a different officer. But, because she called him off. Andy called her officer, Officer Green. And this officer had a Y on the end of his name on his name badge. So I don't think that's the same guy. This is a different officer. I think. I need y'all to answer that for me. Thank you. So she was going back and forth with him. And she's like, look, I am in a relationship and I don't cheat, so no, I can't go out with you. And he's like, I don't care nothing about your relationship. But my whole thing is, are you in a relationship, Andy? Didn't you break Danny? Didn't you break up with him? But my whole thing is she in a relationship? Didn't she break up with Tony? Or did she just put him out? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, I believe you're single, ma'am. And it sounds like you really hit it off with this officer. And it sounds like you really want to talk to this officer, but Tony's holding you back. You going to let Tony hold you back? You going to let Tony hold you back? Tony with the 2 kids and the disrespectful baby mother. That one. The one that couldn't respect your career goals or lack thereof. That Tony, like, girl. The one that stole your money to gamble, to pay a gambling debt. Talking about it was only $10,000 only. Then you shouldn't have needed to touch it. Check your gambling habits, sir. If you ran out of daily withdrawals and couldn't, why would you need $10,000? Yeah, you do have a problem, sir. It is an absolute problem. Like, we're not going to sit here and play with it. $15,000 in one day in gambling? Are you crazy? And I say $15,000 because I know they was going to let you pull something, very much something off of your card. So, you're not going to, no. And then, Karen, they showed Karen, making her checklist of everything she had to do before she left for Seattle. And the baby made a noise. She going to look over at the baby. Yeah, girl, we both deserve a fresh start. She just got here, first of all. This is her fresh start. You, ma'am, go over there and pick that baby up. I'm sick of you talking to this baby from a distance. Oh, look at, oh, girl, pick her up. Pick her up. Coddle her. Hold her. Bond with her. What, you waiting till you get to Seattle to hold her? What are you doing, Karen? This is why it's something wrong. It is something wrong. It's like somebody put a battery in her back and told her to go. I don't know what it is, but I don't like it and I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it to be true. I don't believe it to be true, real, any of that. And Karen, this needs to come. I don't understand. I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, and so then Andy's mama popping up on her. Could be my mama. Like, first of all, don't come to my job without calling me first. I am an attorney. I do not work at McDonald's. Ma'am, I am a partner at this attorney firm, and I just became partner. I am a junior partner. I definitely don't need my mama coming up in here judging me. Gonna grab her with goodies and then start judging her. I was like, oh, couldn't be my mama. I've been told my mama, look, I love you, but I definitely don't need to see you until I need to see you. I'll call you when I need to see you again, ma'am. I don't need to see you right now because you mess with my energy, and I don't do energy poopers. You're an energy pooper. That's what you are, Mom. So Andy needs to tell Mama about herself, like, really, really bad, but she ain't gonna do it. She ain't gonna do it. And then we see Fatima and Hayden together. And, you know, and they're just discussing, you know, everything she's got to do and, you know, everything they've got coming up. And he did book an appointment with this basketball player, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, look at us getting along and blah, 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 blah. And she's like, yeah, well, it's making me sick or whatever. So I just kind of feel like when the player came in and she was flirting with Hayden and Fatima was tuning her face up, I'm wondering to myself, girl, why do you care if Hayden is getting flirted with? I know you think Hayden is a bad person or whatever, but that's really none of your business, Fatima. That's your problem. You worry about everybody's business but your own sometimes. You need to not worry about what Hayden's doing or who's trying to get at Hayden. So when that girl asks you, was he single? Your response was supposed to be, yeah, girl, I think he is. He just broke up with his girlfriend. That should have been all you said. Well, if you didn't want to be a hater, if you didn't want to be CB, cock blocker, you know, that's what you would have said. But you, ma'am, wanted to be CB clock blocker, so you said that you think he's gay. Really? Didn't you have sex with him, Fatima? I didn't remember you saying he couldn't get it up. So I don't think that man is gay. At most, he could be bisexual, but you didn't say that. You said gay. And most gay men can't get it up for a woman. Bisexual men can. That's the difference. But you didn't know that. They get it up, go right back down. They get it up, go right back down. Get it up, go right back down. Thought of pussy make go down. Called up cooch make go down. Thought of cooch make go down. Okay, so I definitely feel like Hayden is on to something. He said that when Fatima told him that she had to focus on her work a little bit and that she wanted him to take the lead, he was like, hold on, what are you talking about? She was like, I'm at this firm because I work for Andy. And he's like, look, I'm not about to let Andy come in between all the money that we making right now. But you need me to go talk to her. I told you she was jealous. Hayden is not wrong about that, but at the end of the day, she does work for Andy and she needs to make sure that her Andy stuff is in line. Okay, so then we see Fatima in her office and Karen comes in and they have a big powwow and Karen lets her know, she lets Karen know that she sees a glow about her. Karen lets her know, you know, that's because, girl, she shows up that she's engaged or whatever, and Fatima congratulates her or whatever. And she then lets her know that they also moving out of town in a few days to Seattle, Washington. And Fatima's like, whoa, that's a lot. Are you sure you want to go that fast? Like, yeah, that is very fast. Like, who does that? Who moves from Atlanta to Seattle in less than a week after they make a decision? Weird. Narcissistic. Something's wrong with her. You know, so she definitely, and Fatima, she asked her, she said, well, once Karen was like, yeah, I think I really need this and I'm excited about it, she said, well, I'm happy for you. And of course, Fatima gonna be happy because you getting away from my man, honey. I never forget the fact that you got up under him after I got on top of him. I don't like that. So yeah, you can go on to Seattle if Fatima really cared. But at the end of the day, I think she was really concerned with why she was going. And I think, again, she don't want to see all of this with Fatima. She don't want to see her pregnant. She don't want to see her knowing that she got Zach's baby in her belly. Oh, that's going to kill her. She never wanted Aaron's baby. She always wanted Zach's baby, right? Absolutely. So it's going to kill her to see Fatima living the life that she wanted. She already got the ring. She's already in the house. And she's going to have the baby. Oh, and she's going to have the marriage. Oh, she don't like that. She got to go. Let me leave the state in this side of the country. Let me get as close to China as I can. Let me go. I'm gone. Bye. So, that's what Karen's doing. So, Andy comes in and they have a moment. Andy, Fatima, and Karen have a moment. Andy's congratulating her on the ring and definitely letting her know that she needs to have a wedding and that a courthouse marriage will not do, that she needs to have a wedding or whatever, but she is supportive and it was a good moment. And she did tell Karen that she wanted her to get the women from her women's group to come and speak to her so that they can talk to one of the senior partners to convince him that it is time for them to go ahead and file a class action lawsuit against Dr. Cruz. And Karen said she would do that, but she also wanted to get the girls together, because she asked about Danny and Andy and their situation and how they keep going back and forth. And Andy spoke on it, and Karen thought it best that they all get together. And, Maurice, Fatima, and Pam, everybody get together. And, kind of be her going away party. So they're planning that as well after the meeting with the ladies from the women's group. And then we see Sabrina. She at work and she's talking to Maurice. She's kind of down because Damani has asked her to get rid of these embryos. And out of nowhere, here comes Damani. And he's talking crap. He wants her to get rid of the babies. They're his babies too. And blah, 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 blah. She's like, I'm not getting rid of them. You signed a paper. So I don't know what you want me to do because these are my babies. And in the state of Georgia, we found out through Paige that you can't get rid of embryos once they've, been successfully created. You can't get rid of them. They consider that a life. And that is an abortion, and you can't have those in Georgia. Sorry. So, he's like, fly them to California. And boy, if you don't go somewhere and lay an egg, ain't nobody flying my embryos to California to kill them. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? No, nobody's doing that. So, of course, out of nowhere, here comes his girlfriend. Well, not out of nowhere, out of his car that was waiting outside. Comes his girlfriend. She just got to see who Sabrina is and who this is that doesn't want to get rid of his babies. Girl, go somewhere and sit down. You was not in the picture when he was trying to make me have his babies. And also wanted to raise them with me. Did he tell you that part? That he offered to raise them with me? Huh? Did he tell you that? Did he tell you that part? While you running your butt in here, did he tell you that part? Huh, ma'am? Huh, ma'am? Huh, ma'am? Why you worried about the black woman experience with her kids' fathers or whatever? I don't like people like her. I don't like people like her. In fact, if I was Sabrina, she probably would have been slapped and my job would probably be in jeopardy. I'm just playing. But it sounds good. Like, in the moment, yeah, that's what we would all love to do. But we all have restraint and know how to keep it together, so. I just thought it was funny that she felt like she could come in there talking crap and demanding that she get rid of these boy, girl, if you don't go somewhere. She said, well, I guess we'll see you in court. I guess we will. You're gonna lose. So get away from me. Like, what rights does he think he has? Please tell me, if y'all know what rights he has to these embryos, please tell me in the comments. They are not married. And I'm pretty sure the paper that he signed was a release form. Release form, get it? And he don't got a dog. He don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. He ain't got a leg to stand on. He don't. You're a dude. You can't do anything with embryo anyway, bro. No, not for you. So, first of all, where's her money? Second of all, go to HE double hockey sticks with that demand and stuff, talking about I'm assuming you and you're gonna lose. Okay? That's the end of that. So we'll see next week exactly what happens, because they get to tussling in the bank, and we gonna see how that affects her job, if it affects her job, if it affects his job, because he definitely works for the bank as well. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. But I'm gonna end the review right there, because I think I covered just about everything I needed to cover. Anything I missed, I'm sure y'all gonna leave it in the comments. Leave it in the comments. And I do want to thank you all for watching. But if you have not already, please hit my subscribe button down at the bottom. Thank you so very much. And if you are not the subscribing type, you know what? You got to the end of this video, and it's more than I can ask of anybody. So thank you. And that is my $5.02. Peace.